So for today's video, I did film a drugstore Valentine's Day tutorial. That's right. I told you guys I was going to film a drugstore Valentine's Day tutorial, and I did, so I came through with it. And this is the look that I came up with. I basically wanted to create this look for everyone out there for Valentine's Day. It's neutral colors, but you know, a bright, bold red lip, of course, for Valentine's Day. So whether you have a Valentine and you're gonna go out with your boo, if not, if you don't have a Valentine, then it's okay. You don't need to. I just wanted to create this look to where anybody can just get ready for the day, feel good about themselves, and just feel good. And if you don't have a Valentine, then go out with your friends, make it a girl's day. I mean, just Valentine's Day is all about love. It doesn't have to be about you and a significant other or partner or anything. Just, it's a day about love, so just share that with the people that are around you and closest to you that you love. So if you're interested on seeing on how I created this look, then I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling and get on with the rest of the video. So go ahead and keep on watching. So first I'm going to be taking one of the Catrice primers. This is the Goodbye Pores one. And next I'm going to be taking one of my all-time favorite drugstore foundations, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is like the original one that they came out with, and they came out with like the Pro Glow, and now they have like bottles. So I'm going to actually just be taking the original one. So I always just take it on the back of my hand, and honestly I probably took too much because this foundation is super matte and full coverage that I probably don't even need this much. But we want full coverage today. There you go, get your girlfriend. Yeah, cause I'm bored. I'm just gonna blend that out with my sponge. Then for concealer, I'm gonna be taking the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, which is this one right here. And I'm also gonna take that same concealer to clean up underneath my brow. Then to set my under eyes, I'm going to be taking the Coty Airspun powder with my sponge and applying it underneath my eyes. So while I let the powder sit underneath my eyes and bake, I'm just going to go ahead and powder up the rest of my face a little bit. Not too much. This foundation is really matte, so I'm not going to go in heavy with powder, but I do want to just still set the rest of my face to make sure that it does last all night, because it's Valentine's Day and we want your makeup to stay in place. Then I'm just going to dust off that powder that was underneath the eyes. Then I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera. I do not have a drugstore brow product. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera, and then I'll be right back. So then next we're going to be moving on into eyes. So if you're going to be doing an eyeshadow look, you totally can just set your eyes with concealer, but however I wanted to actually go in with an eyeshadow primer today, so I wiped off the concealer that I had put on because I realized it's not the route I wanted to go today. Even though you totally can, you totally don't have to go out and buy a separate eyeshadow primer. You can just use your concealer as an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to be taking the Morphe eyelid primer, and I'm just going to be placing it onto my lids and just blending it out with my finger. So for eyes today, I'm going to be taking the ColourPop Dream Street Kathleen Lights collaboration palette. I'm going to start by going in with this shade right here, which is called Twinkle. And I'm just going to work that into my crease. I'm going to work that into my crease with patting motions. And I'm actually going to kind of flick it out. And we're going to be doing a cut crease today. A winged cut crease. The next I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is called Stardust. I'm going in with the Morphe M505 with this one to just blend out that crease. And if you watched my last Valentine's Day tutorial, you'll understand why I went in with the darker shade first and then the more of the transition kind of shade. So I explained in that tutorial why I did that. So check that out. It's just a trick that I've learned playing with makeup to help give me the best color payoff. The next I'm going to be going in with this shade here, which is called Moony. And I'm going in with a different Morphe M505 brush. For some reason, this one is a lot thinner than this one. This one's more like rounded and fluffy, and this one even looks longer, so I don't really know why, but I just noticed that they're the same brush. And I'm just going to be going more into the crease, lower to where I can later cut it. So again, I'm taking this shade lower into the crease to where when I cut it, it'll just have more of a sharp and defined cut. And I know that right now it looks kind of messy, but that's typically how cut creases look when you're in the process of them. I hate the process of what a winged cut crease looks like. It just looks so dirty, messy, but it will get better. Just for now, you just have to trust the process. So the next I'm going to be going back in with that shade Twinkle to go and just blend in the darker brown color. The next I'm going to be going in with my Makeup Revolution concealer to cut my crease. Literally when I'm doing a cut crease, I always forget to breathe. Like, it's that intense. Then when I'm done winging it out, I like to come back down right from the corner. And I'm just going to fill in the rest of my lid with concealer, cut this side, fill this side in as well, and then I will be right back. So now that I've finished filling in the lid with concealer, I'm going to be going in with this shade here, which is called Spark. And I'm just going to be patting that all over the lid where there is concealer. So for bronzing and contouring, I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild contouring palette. And I literally use this palette all the time, so this is nothing new. And with that same powder, I'm going to be contouring up my nose. So then to bake, I'm going to be going in with the Makeup Revolution banana powder, and I'm just going to be taking that on my sponge to clean up my cheeks and my nose. So while that bakes, I'm going to be going in with my highlighter and my blush. So for highlighter today, I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild, one of the loose powders. This one is I'm So Lit, is the name of it. And I'm going to be taking that onto a Morphe M501, literally like the OG highlighting brush for me. And she is pigmented. To be completely honest, this is a new product for me, and by looking at the package, I did think it was going to be more, have more of a gold tint to it. It does have more of a white tint, but that is okay. We'll make it work. And for blush today, I'm going to be going in with the Milani Baked Blush, and this one's in the shade Corallina. So I love this one just because it is obviously a coral shade, as you can tell by the name. But it also has like a shimmer to it, and at first I kind of thought I wouldn't like that, but it just kind of, instead of making your face look shimmery, it gives it more like of an illuminating effect. And honestly, this blush is like one of the very first blushes that I ever used when I started messing with makeup. And honestly, I'm going in kind of heavy with the blush just because it's Valentine's Day and I want to look really rosy. Maybe I'm going to put some on my nose. So now I'm going to go back and dust off all of this banana powder. Oof. Don't know if I should have gone back in with that. So I did realize that I did not have a drugstore spray. I thought I did. So I just went ahead and sprayed my face and set it off camera. Now we're going to move on to finish up the eyes. So I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Curvitude liner. And as you can see, it's literally angled at the tip. And I'm literally just going to draw out a wing. And what I do like about doing a winged shadow look is that when you go back with your liner, it makes it so easy to just trace. So since my camera was about to die, I went ahead and did my other wing and then my mascara and lashes off camera. The mascara that I did use is the Essence Lash Princess, the purple one. You guys, literally, this mascara is so slept on. If you have not tried out this mascara, you need to. The purple one though, because this is the one with like the curly wand. I'll show you. So this one has the curly wand. But yeah, so this mascara literally makes your eyelashes look so thick. Literally, like, look at my lower lash line. So anyways, this mascara is so good. You need this in your life. It makes your eyelashes super long and thick. If you want something to hold your curl, this probably isn't the one, but this was really freaking awesome to make your eyelashes look long and thick. And I have been using this mascara forever now, and it's literally only $4.99. And then for my lashes, I use these Ardell Faux Mink lashes, and these are in this style 817, and they're literally so cute, natural looking, fluttery, flirty, so cute. I love them. And they were only, I believe, $6.50. So since we did go with a more neutral toned eye, I want to do a red lip since it is Valentine's Day. So for my lip liner, I'm going to be taking the Morphe and Orpha Zenali collaboration, and this lip liner is in the shade Vinyl. And then I'm going to be taking one of the Maybelline Sensational lipsticks, which is called Ruby for Me, in the shade 385. When I use this lip liner or any dark liner for that matter, I literally get major Chola vibes. Does anybody else, or is that just me? So I want to have more of an ombre effect with the lips, so I am going in with more of a maroon lip liner than the lipstick, just because I want it to be darker on the edges. Obviously, like I said, going for ombre look. And I've never used this shade either, so we'll see how this goes. So I'm literally in love with this shade of red. I'm glad that I did not go for a darker shade. It looks like it's a blue toned red, meaning it will make your teeth look wider than they really are. So that's a good tip, especially if you're going out with the new boo on Valentine's Day. So if you've been watching me since some of my older videos, then you've probably seen this next trick. But basically, since it's Valentine's Day and you're probably going to be going out on a date, you're going to go out to eat, you know, you want your lipstick to stay put. So this next technique is basically to kind of set your lipstick. Obviously, it's not going to stay completely intact depending on the lipstick. Some lipstick, it may. But this one is very, like, satiny, so I'm not sure about this one. But either way, I want it to stay more in place than it would if I didn't set it at all. So I'm going to take a sheet of toilet paper, place it over my lips, take a brush, powder, and then just pat it onto my lips. So after I pat it, then I just turn it around and just kind of pat that onto my lips. And you can totally skip that step, like I said. However, I just really like that trick and I found it to work for me. So if you've been trying to find something to keep your lipstick on, then you can definitely try out that trick. So off camera, I also did go in with this Rimmel London eyeliner. It says it's waterproof, and it's in the shade 213 in the nude. So I just put this into my waterline on the bottom, and basically putting in a nude or a white shade is supposed to lighten up and open up your eyes. So that is it for today's tutorial, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial and liked the look that I came up with, and maybe even found some new drugstore products that you like yourself. Some of these products have been some of my favorites forever, and some of these are kind of new to me and some I never have tried until this video. But I really did like everything in the video. The highlighter, however, I don't know if I would use again. It was definitely too white for me. It was very good, it's too white for me. Yeah, so I don't know if I would use that one again, but it was really, really pretty. You can also keep up with me on my other social medias, which are Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are linked down in the description box below. And before you leave, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, as well as to subscribe to my channel down below. It helps me out a lot, and it gets you to see more videos from me if you would like to. So also hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss whenever I do upload. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye my loves.